Hello, how are you doing, my kings and queens? I'm your host, King, as always. What I like to talk about is it's kind of part two, where I talked about being assertive with the ladies, with the babies, with driving, with your online business, with being a signing agent. Because when you be assertive, people will respect you. They'll stop giving you a hard time. The kids will stop talking to you. The ladies will stop flaking you. She'll stop want to go to another dude and come to you. Even if she doesn't want to come to you, you still be assertive and don't let her steal your joy. Don't get upset. Don't get frustrated. Don't feel sorry for little you. Uh, you have moves to make. You have places to go, people to see. Don't let her stop you because just because she doesn't want to be bothered with you, you don't stop your life. Don't stop your life for no woman. Don't stop your life for no lady. Be assertive with your dreams. That's what it's about. Where you keep it moving, where the show must go on, with or without the ladies, with or without the babies in that classroom. You got to keep it moving and being the best version of yourself. Living your life as a golden. Living your best life as if it's golden. You got it. And have that abundant mindset. Because if you keep being passive and timid, then the lady's gonna treat you as a beta male. The baby's gonna treat you as a beta education. I want you to be an alpha male and an alpha educator. But what I want to say to you, I want to dive into stop making things worse than they already is. Stop making that worst case scenario in your brain worse than the real deal when it hasn't happened. Whether you are talking to the ladies, whether you're driving, particularly whether you're driving, I want you to make it better in your mind before it actually happens. I want you. That's positivity. That's optimism. And this is what assertive kicking. The fear and Satan's gonna want you to make it worse than it already is before you get in that vehicle. I said, "Oh, I can't do it." Um, the teacher's gonna yell at me. The examiner's gonna fail me. People's gonna stare at me while I make my mistakes. See, you have all that negative thinking, and you stop yourself from even trying, and that's why you're having a hard time doing the most basic things or taking the simple directions, and that's where um, people may give you a hard time because you don't believe in yourself. I want you to have that assertive thought. This is really crucial for you. And I know you may not know where to start, but start at something that you're most comfortable in, most confident in, where you're good at. So you may not be comfortable in parallel parking or angle driving or highway driving or city driving. That's fine. Start up a systematic desensitization. Excuse me, my stuttering self. Let me say it again. Systematic desensitization. There you go. That's a little better. What you could do is you could have um, what you're trying to do is let the better beat the reality, or let your best thinking beat the reality. See, what you've been doing all this time is letting the worst thinking beat the reality, and that's why you have this fear and this doubt, and you're paralyzed with fear. So you gotta let the best thinking beat the reality. So let the best thinking beat your first driving experience, beat the teacher, beat the examiner. You got your best thinking had to be 10 steps ahead of the teacher or the examiner telling you what to do. It had to be 10 steps ahead, or even 100 steps ahead of the negative thinking. I know it's, but I'm gonna get to what I'm saying. You have to have the best thinking that I can put gas in the car. I could stop the car. I could use GPS in the car. I could clean the car on my own. I, where was I? You had to be assertive with the best outcome, best possible outcome. Don't go by the way it looks like. Don't go by the way it feels. That's what you've been doing for so long. I'm trying to help you break that chain, break that bondages of fear and doubt and frustration and confusion. You don't have to go through that anymore. I know it may still hurt a little bit, but as long as you going forward and what you want to do, it will get better. It will get easier. Trust me. You understand? So as I was saying, you have to think positive and think about the best possible circumstance, best possible um, situation, best possible idea, best possible outcome. That's what it is. Once again, with driving, you could start off with the easy stuff. Think about the best outcome with the easy stuff. See, what you do is you think about the worst outcome with the hard stuff. Or the teacher gonna um, yell at me where I parallel park, or the teacher gonna yell at me where I angle drive. The teacher gonna yell at me at city driving. The teacher gonna yell at me at highway driving. Whoa, whoa, whoa! See, you are jumping to conclusions. Don't put the carriage in front of the horse. You're doing it backwards. So that's why I say use the decent system systematic desensitization, where you start off small, start off with the easy stuff, baby steps. You mix it up. No more catastrophizing due to paradox and intention, where you challenge the worst case scenario, saying, "Well, did teacher really yell at me if I angle park, parallel park, highway drive, city drive?" Well, that's more advanced. That's later on down the line. Well, what I want you to do is once again think about the best outcome stance, the best outcome with the easy stuff, the easiest details, stuff that even kids could do. That's what I want you to do. Can kids start a car? Some can. Can kids clean a car? They probably can, meaning 10, 11, 12-year olds. If 10, 11, 12-year olds can do it, so can you. So that's why I want you to think about the easy outcomes that the best outcomes that even kids could do. So if they could do it, so can you. Don't let the kids outdo you. And because there's some kids and teenagers that are city driving, highway driving, angle parking, parallel parking, but not trying to overwhelm you. But if they could do it, so can you. But you got to think about the best outcome that you can do, that kids could do, that you're capable of doing. You're supposed to be more capable than them, twice as capable as them. You're supposed to do this in your sleep. It's supposed to be walking in your park. So I want you to think about the best outcome in terms of going to the park. This could be a walk in the park. Think about the best outcome where it's a piece of cake concerning driving. And I know it may not happen overnight, so that's why you got to be assertive and consistent with this and repetitive, where it becomes more natural. Where I say everything will be all right, even with Uber, where you have airplane ride, and the first Uber said no because you had too many bags, uh, but you have 2 hours, but it seemed like those 2 hours will go fast, and now you're starting to sweat. But he said everything will be all right. There will be an Uber who won't reject me. The first Uber rejected me, but the second, third Uber won't reject me. They'll make it work. See, that's the positive mindset. That's you thinking about the best possible outcome in any situation. I'm telling you, if you could do that with the Uber, if you could think positive about everything will be right with the Uber, no matter how close you are pushing it with in your airplane ride, you can think about the best possible outcome with yourself. See, you think about the best outcome in others instead of thinking about the best outcome for yourself. See, you have more hope in others than you do yourself. You have more faith and trust in others than you do yourself. And that's kind of backwards too. So just like it says, it'll be all right where the Uber take me from point A to point B, no matter how close it is. How about you say, it'll be all right for me when I take myself and others from point A to point B. I want you to get in the habit of trusting yourself more than you trust others. And you can still trust and respect others, but now it's time for you to trust and respect yourself and be assertive with yourself. When you be assertive with yourself, then the ladies, the babies, and even other drivers and passengers will treat you uh, seriously, more seriously. You're not intimidating them, but it comes with the abundant mindset, with the best possible outcome mindset instead of the worst outcome possible mindset before it actually happens. I want you to have the best possible outcome before it happens. Have see because what you do is you even losing sleep. You have the worst outcome thinking when you are sleeping, and that's causing you have nightmares, and that's causing you to dread getting behind that wheel. How about you have the best outcome before you sleep, where you have excellent dreams and you're excited. See, what I want you to do is have exciting thinking. I say, oh, I can't wait to get in that car and show the teacher or examiner or passengers what I could do. I don't want you to have the worst or nervous thinking. They said, oh, I don't think we should do this. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe next month, maybe next year. It's similar to you doing your favorite dance. I say, oh, I'm excited to show the ladies the Jerusalem because I'm the Jerusalem king. I'm excited to show the ladies the Kanai Joe because I'm the Kanai Joe king. Not, I don't want to go to the club because I have two left feet. I can't dance. She's always going to go to that other dude instead of going to me. So I will go to the club, but I'll stay at the corner. No, you're doing it backwards. So you're having that worst thinking, that the negative thinking, the nervous thinking, instead of having the best thinking, the exciting thinking, the positive thinking, the optimistic thinking. And you could compare if you want to, and you could do a pros and cons with it. What would I get where I have the best thinking versus what would I lose if I get the worst thinking? You could do pros and cons, weigh it out, and write it down. Put it on the refrigerator. Put it in the car when you drop it. Bring with you in a club as a friendly reminder about what you will gain and what you will lose. So I want you to be excited, looking forward to things. I want you to be excited as a kid. Speaking of kids too, I want you to be excited when you go in that classroom too by having the best outcome. Even if the kids talk back to you, you can still have the best outcome. Even if they say they don't care, you can still have the best outcome. Even if they yell at you, you can still have the best outcome. Where, in other words, I want you to end up saying, this wasn't so bad. I don't know why I was frightened for nothing. This is not bad. Talk to ladies is not bad. Disciplining the babies is not bad. Driving from point A to point B is not bad. But once again, when your best thinking is 10 steps ahead of the fear, or 100 steps ahead of the fear, or 1,000 steps, or a million steps ahead of the fear, you have control. Nobody can tell you nothing. You have the kids at the palm of your hands, the ladies at the palm of your hands, driving upon your hand. It's not about control. It's about you. You're fearless. You're courageous. You don't care anymore what they say. You don't care if the ladies say no. You're still gonna have fun at the club. You don't care if the babies talk back to you. You're still gonna teach them. You don't care if the teacher examiner yells at you. You're still gonna have fun and do your best. That's what it's all about. And when you do the pretty boy contest, have the best thinker too. But in other words, even if you don't win, you do all your favorite dance moves and you're on beat. Even if the other dudes try to drop it like a hot and impress the ladies, you don't have time for that. You could just go on the contest and do all your favorite dance moves and put a smile on your face, and people will come up to you and say, "Good job. I respect what you was doing. It was unique. It was creative. It was clever. It was different." But even if people don't do so, you did it for you. Remember having the best thinking and the simple stuff, even with the kids. I know I talk a lot about driving, but even with the kids, maybe you might not be quite ready in dealing with 100 or 200, 300, 400 uh, fifth graders or seventh graders in the lunchroom. But you could have the best thinking that would get you to handling those 200 fifth graders or seventh graders in the lunchroom on your own. Correct. I'm already speaking it. Maybe you got the best thinking in greeting the class, the fifth grades or the seventh grades. You could have the best thinking in doing the attention getter. You could have best thinking in getting all their names correctly. You got the best thinking in grading tests. You got the best thinking in lining them up. You got the best thinking in transitioning them from classroom to classroom. You got the best thinking in showing them the movie. You got the best thinking in dismissing the other students who try to get in your class when they know they're not supposed to. So have the best thinking in the simple stuff, and that will help you to have the perfect thinking for the big stuff. See, what I'm trying to help you to, if you have the best thinking and the simple stuff, you'll have the better results or the best results in the more advanced tasks or jobs or the more difficult assignments that might intimidate you, that might make you uncomfortable or scared. So it starts with the best thinking, little stuff, which is going to build you up for the harder tasks or assignments or positions or leadership. So have the best thinking and be in leadership so you can have the best outcome and have the best thinking as being a team player so you can have the best outcome and being a leader, if that makes sense. Have the best thinking and being a team player so you can have the best outcome and being a leader. One more thing before I let you go. The reason I'm saying to have the best thinking 100 steps before the ladies, the babies, the kids is similar to when you have 100 steps before anyone and everyone or anything and everything. It's as if you're 100 days ahead of your big task or even a year in front of your big goal. You giving yourself time, you're pacing yourself. Uh, this will help you to get ready as we approach the new year for 2024. So having the best thinking before it happens will set you up for you to come out as a superstar, come out as a winner. I'm trying to help you to have that Kobe Bryant thinking, that Michael Jordan thinking, that Shaquille O'Neal thinking, that Jesus Christ thinking, having the best outcome where you're 100 steps or 100 days or 300 steps or 365 days before, where you well prepared, where nobody can tell you nothing, where you can call the shots, where you can be the shot caller. This will help you to be a more goal getter. This will help you to win no matter how much the ladies, babies, or even the teacher, examiner, or pedestrians or passengers are giving you a hard time in the club, the classroom, or in that vehicle. It's just something for you to think about. So what I'm trying to say is put your best in front of the mess with the ladies, with the babies, with driving. I'm not saying the ladies or babies are a mess, but you know what I mean. Where you may stutter in front of the ladies, or where you may stumble in front of the babies, where you might jerk the car in front of the teacher or the examiner. See, so put your best in front of your mess, or it's not your mess, but put your best in front of the mess with the ladies, the babies, and driving, if that makes sense. And you could claim it, you can speak it in the atmosphere by saying, I'm too blessed to be stressed with the ladies, with the babies, with driving. I'm too blessed to be stressed with the ladies. I'm too blessed to be stressed with driving. I'm too blessed to be stressed with the babies. So I'm going to put my best in front of the mess with the ladies. I'm going to put my best in front of the mess with the babies. I'm going to put my best in front of the mess with driving by saying to myself, I'm too blessed to be stressed. I'm blessed by the best in Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm blessed by the best in Jesus Christ. I'm blessed by the best in God. I'm blessed by the best in the Holy Spirit. See, because when you put your blessed in front of the mess or your best in front of the mess, or will you put the best in your best in any situation, it help you to be one of the greatest. When you put your best in the easy, it help you be one of the greatest. Similar to Biggie Smalls was saying, where he said to Biggie in Notorious, if you trust me or help me, take me under your wing, I could be one of the greatest, and you could be one of the greatest too. Not just Biggie or Tupac or Jay Z or Kanye, the old Kanye West to me. You could be one of the greatest yourself. You could be one of the greatest with the ladies, with the babies, with driving, with the signing agent, with your online business, with the Pokemon cards, with life itself. You could be one of the greatest, if not the greatest. But you gotta have the greatest thinking um, before the reality. And this is real talk, not the worst thinking, because you'd be average. The greatest thinking and the easy stuff, so you could become the greatest in whatever you do. It starts by having the greatest mindset, the greatest abundant mindset, and the ladies, the babies, driving life itself. In order for you to become the greatest, you had to think the greatest before it actually happens. You had to, in order for you to become the greatest, you had to think about the greatest stuff, the greatest outcome, the greatest situation, the greatest idea, the greatest thinking before practice, before the real deal, before you even wake up, or before the next day, or before the next week, the next month, the next year, or 2 years, or 5 years, or 10 years down the line. I go on and on. Thanks for listening. Please have a blessed day. I will talk to you later. God bless. See you later. God bless.